genie, I want you to love me, I want you to need me. When I this face is feedy. I gotta get back to the hood, I remember when I was the needy. Clean me up, squeaky, she fell in love deeply.
It's Madden NFL 22, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Panthers and the Niners, and it's coming up next.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Good solid gain on first down. About what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Right back to Juszczyk again.
Brandon, you know, we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan. That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get your first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
Now a play fake. Lance completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Off of play action, here's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Lance a give now to Sermon. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. And now they'll throw with Lance. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. The gain of 8 there on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. To throw, it's Lance. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And Lance now to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. No gain on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And Gold is able to put it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3". Now the man from nearby Stanford, Christian McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. King. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. Back to throw. King. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Not a big run in the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
On 2nd and 7, Lance. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Lance. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. 6-0 our score after 1. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
On 2nd down, it's Sermon. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Smith to return it. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Throwing to start the drive. King. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Nice job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side. Let him work his way across. Put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. They go play action here on 1st down. That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. King. And that is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll run with Sermon to begin the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. But now it's third down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass. So I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. On first down, Lance. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Here's Sermon. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, it's Mitchell. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 22. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. A third field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. And they'll try and run for the first with Sermon. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Lance now on first down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Hassan Reddick. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Well, this offense has already been forced to settle for field goals on their drives earlier, so this is not a welcome sign here.
Indeed, it is not, and they certainly hope it's not a sign for the entire game because they know they've got to be able to sustain drives all the way through. Pick up those guys rushing the quarterback and give himself a chance.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Well, third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but it was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. DJ Moore, the Carolina offense, about to take over once again. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Yeah, something to get in the ball. We'll see if they can do it. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To throw on second down, King. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that is incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw, King. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. To throw again on second down. Lance. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
So many times in my career, coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. They set up the screen for Sermon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Lance looks to throw again. Throwing right, and that's complete. Touchdown! Kyle Juszczyk in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners will extend their lead here. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. We welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's Smith to return it. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. And
he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Open man is Robbie Anderson. Gets it up past the 10 with a nice move. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Looking to throw. King. He's going to look deep for more. It got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. Now King throwing on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The drive starts with a carry by Sermon. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
That's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. That's returnable now for Smith. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And that will come the offense as they take over. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Lance going to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Throwing on first down is Lance. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to one.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.